Daria.
Okay. So Daria, is that Kelsey Daria? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like you've got failures to appear from 3 different 2024 cases. Assault, disorderly conduct, or domestic violences, and another disorderly conduct back from May of 2024, and then another one, a criminal trespass from July. So I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond and reappoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. And order you not to possess, consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. And your next court date will be March 7th at 1:45.
I was told I was being released today. Is there new separate charges or something?
Yeah, it looks like you had some other hold, and then they found all these warrants for you in city court. So you got released on that, but I've got you on all these warrants now that I'm seeing you. And so I'm going to hold you till the 7th, okay? Unless you post the bond, of course, and then come to court.
The 7th of March?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
My family was driving in. Is there any way I can get the bond lowered? Because my mom drove all the way from Phoenix because we didn't know about this to pick me up.
Can your mom post it if I lower it? Because I want you to have some skin in the game here and show up to city court. So that's my question. If you think,
yeah, I've been here since November, so I'm definitely going to show up to court.
All right. Well, what if I lower it to $250? You think your mom can post that for you, and then you can show up?
Maybe, yeah, I could ask her.
Okay. Why don't I lower it to $250? Otherwise, you can talk to your public defender, and it'll be set on next Friday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
There's going to be briefly excused to do handle the investigators.
Yeah. Well, no, only a couple of months.
I'll be on the conference. I won't be there.
Bring 5 out. Square stage things on.
Your Honor, it's the judge. Just to inform you that Bagley Lily, she's unavailable.
Okay, where is that? Bagley. Okay, so continue it till the morning.
And then we have 2 refusals.
Who is?
Garlic and Edward.
Okay.
Just the refusals or oh, sorry, go ahead.
And no Louis.
And Bagley's not available, so I guess that's our new thing. So I'll continue that to the morning.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe she's in the hospital, so I guess we have to continue.
Right. We're not supposed to say that anymore. We've been told. So we'll say she's not available, and I'll continue her till the morning. That's what I was just told today, that I'm not supposed to. So I don't.
I see. That's new information. So I guess we will just say that this is it's not a voluntary refusal.
Okay.
I'll keep it.
Right. Unavailable. Okay. We will continue her. And then this is Mr. Padillas. Is that right, sir? Okay.
Yes.
So, Mr. Padillas, you've got a shoplift out of Marana from yesterday, and I am going to order you not to go back to the incident location, and then I'm going to release you, and you need to come back to Marana City Court on March 26th at 10 o'clock, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Then you're released.
And Your Honor, on the next house felony, Ruiz Salcido, just so you're aware, he was recently sentenced because I was assigned to his case in felony court to, I believe it was 1.5 years DOC with the probation tail.
Okay.
Just so I thought you would probably want to have that information, but you can confirm with him as well.
Okay. All right. What's your name, sir?
Thomas Salcido.
All right, I've got charges of failure to appear. Well, no, I lied. That's not a failure to appear. It looks like it was a filed driving under the influence complaint from March of 2024, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. And so is it true that you were recently sentenced to DOC?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, so I know that the state won't want to just disappear this DUI. So I am going to hold you on a $500 bond and give you a public defender. And we'll set the review hearing for March 7th. And hopefully they can work out something fairly quickly for you so you can get to DOC. But I am going to hold you until that date. Okay?
Okay.
That way you can get rid of this thing, get it over with before you go. So.
Okay.
All right.
Right, thank you.
Oh, it's Miss Badger. Is your garlic's refusing? Yeah.
And I think there was one more. I don't know if they said Luis Lino or not.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. Okay. All right.
Yeah. What's your name? Maybe we can confirm with the jail.
Did you say we're not seeing Mr. Lino, you guys?
Correct.
Correct, Judge.
Okay.
So about Mr. Godlick, Your Honor, I think this is the third refusal. So I don't know if you wanted me to waive his presence. It's a voluntary refusal, is my understanding. But if Your Honor wants to continue, that's totally fine.
It's like
but I'm also
it's an out-of-county warrant, right?
correct, Judge.
Yeah, I say let's waive it. Let's do something with it. What do you want to do?
So, Your Honor, looking at Mr. Godlick's history, it looks like he will be held on Pima County cases. He has one case where he's being held on a $10,000 bond. The other one is failure to appear at a case management conference. So I'm guessing he could be held on that one as well.
Okay.
So we just ask you to give him a nominal bond on the Maricopa warrant and appoint an attorney so he hopefully can earn something.
Okay, that sounds fair. Let me find him. Hold on.
And that's correct, Your Honor. I believe I'm assigned to his local, at least one of his local matters here.
All right, so $500 sounds like he's got a lot of other projects going on. Does that work for you all?
Sounds good to me.
Yep, Judge, that sounds good.
And then we will do March 10th at 1:30. Like, it's a Maricopa County thing. I got rid of my dates. So what am I doing? A review hearing, right? A review hearing in custody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So March 5th at 2:30 would be if he's got a out-of-county warrant. Is that, I erased it on your minute entry because I thought I was doing something else with it. Yeah. Okay. It's Mr. Garlic. We decided to do it without him. And appoint the PD. No, don't appoint the PD. Okay. No, I'm holding him on a bond.
I believe it's OCAC now, Judge. I heard that recently, and I think something changed. When the court appoints an attorney on the out-of-county warrant, it has to be OCAC, apparently.
Oh, really? I thought we weren't supposed to appoint anybody on an out-of-county warrant. So. March 28th at 9, because these are the ones we just do the review hearings at 9, right? To see if anybody's picked him up, but he's got a bond on it. So. All right, but what do you think, Mr. Goodman? You think I'm supposed to appoint an attorney now? I haven't heard that. Nobody told us that.
Well, there's nothing stopping you from appointing the originating office's public defender's office, so you can appoint the Maricopa County Public Defender's Office to this matter.
We usually don't appoint anyone on the theory that he must have a Maricopa County attorney. I think it's what we pretend. So
looked it up, Judge, and I looked up the case in Maricopa County, and it does say to be determined for an attorney assignment for him.
Okay. All right. So we'll let that go. I'm sure you can talk to his attorney on his cases here to deal with that. So I'm going to do it that way. Okay. Thanks, you all. All right. So this is Mr. Rosell.
Yeah.
All right. So you are charged with 2 counts of domestic violence, aggravated harassment, and the state's asking for a $10,000 bond, counsel.
So, Your Honor, DeMario is already being held on a $35,000 bond. He's not been able to post that, which is why he's not on release. Your Honor, the victim confirmed that she wasn't injured. This seems to just be contact from the jail tablet. That's what it sounds like from reading the interim. So, given that he's already incarcerated and non-posted bond on the last case, we ask you to consider $1,000. Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess he had no contact conditions, having a little issue with complying with those. So I am going to hold him on a $5,000 bond, no contact with the victim, no return to her residence of your work, and no contact means of any form from anywhere, no acts of domestic violence, and I will set the preliminary hearing March 10th at 1:30 and appoint the legal defender's office.
So I might have found out the theory behind that DUI situation, Judge.
Okay.
So at least from just looking at the facts of the interim complaint, one DUI citation or interim might be based on third in time DUI, and the other one based on revocation. If that makes sense.
So they had to write a ticket for one and an initial for the other.
Yeah, I mean,
almost
it's technically
no for some reason. Why are you saying no, Alma? Right. So that's what I think. I think we did not make that clear, as they wrote him a citation for a felony. So I think you have to dismiss the citation because.
Are you talking about citation?
Yeah.
I would say that the misdemeanor citation would need to be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay. So we have a separate minute entry that we can do that on. Okay. All right. That's what we'll do. Now you guys created that. Okay, good. As long as you'll dismiss it, Peter, then we'll get rid of that citation and then they can fix it when they want to fix it. Okay.
I mean, as long as it's confirmed the same exact LEA number and date of incident, then I'm fine with it.
Okay, we'll look at it again. I'll look at it and tell you all what it says, guys.
Okay.
All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Verdugo.
All right. I've got a warrant for you for shoplifting out of Pima County Justice Court back from 2023. So you should come to court so you don't keep getting warrants. All right. Don't go back to the incident location and come back to Justice Court on March 24th at 9 o'clock or warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
Your Honor, was she released?
Yes.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Stetson 1, Your Honor.
Okay. Warrant November 2024 out of Justice Court for possession of drug paraphernalia and criminal trespass, and then a disorderly conduct from March 19th, a failure to appear on both of those. I'm going to appoint Peter Gutierrez to represent you, and I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond, and don't go back to any of the incident locations, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and your next court date will be March 3rd at 1 p.m. in Justice Court. Then, let me finish that one. You've got city court cases, criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia, one from 2022, from 2023, one from 2025. So I am going to hold you on a $250 bond on those and give you a city public defender. And your next court date will be March 7th at 1:45. And so the city public defender will contact you on that. All right. And that's it, Mister.
Sure. I'm not getting released.
You are not getting released.
Thank you, Your Honor. You go back over the mail papers.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Paul Anthony Torres.
All right, Mr. Torres got a warrant out of Marana for drug paraphernalia. So I am going to order you not to possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, and you need to come back to court March 26th at 10 o'clock in Marana City Court, or another warrant will issue for you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're released.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
What's your name?
George Anthony, last name Verdugo.
All right, Mr. Verdugo, you got 2 warrants out of South Tucson. No, I lied. You got 2 warrants out of Pima County Justice Court for domestic violence cases, and then you got a new charge out of South Tucson for a domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. So on the Justice Court cases, I am going to hold you on a $1,000 bond and appoint Jill Gukin to represent you. No acts of domestic violence, no contact with Abigail Montoya, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and March 3rd at 1 p.m. will be your Justice Court cases. Then you have the South Tucson case, and I am going to, oops, just a sec. Going to appoint Michael Vaughn to represent you. And order you not to have any contact with Abigail Montoya, not to return to her residence. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, and hold you on $1,000 bond on that one, and set your next court date for March 3rd. Oh, wait, one sec. That might not be the right court date. Hold on a sec. Hold on, I did something wrong. I gotta get you a date in South Tucson, and I don't have one. Isn't one of these South Tucson? Hold on, I just think I'm looking at the minute entries wrong. Yeah, no, you gave me all 3 as Justice Court for Verdugo. I wanted one date, but you gave me, yeah, but it's to Pima County Justice Court. So the new, Okay. Yeah. It what? It goes to JP court? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then I got just use the JP court address. Okay. From South Tucson. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, Mr. Verdugo. All right. So this was the one that was cited by South Tucson cited you into justice court. So we'll leave everything in justice court. Leave Jill Gookin as your attorney on everything. And then I've got you on a, what did I say, $1,000 bond, no contact with Miss Montoya, and all your cases will be March 3rd at 1 p.m. And that's it. Okay?
Okay, guys.
Now I'm really confused. Where am I? Oh, this is. What's your name, ma'am?
Sabrina Dominguez.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct. If I release you, you're not to have any contact with Blanca Gutierrez and not to return to her residence. Can you comply with that?
Yes, ma'am.
No acts of domestic violence. Come back to court April 1st at 1:30 in city court, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Okay?
Okay.
All right, then you're released.
Thank you.
Go back.
That's our book.
Back downstairs. So, go back to the next one.
Good evening, Judge. How are you?
What's your name, sir?
First name John Fawcett, ma'am.
All right, so you have a new count from today of criminal trespass, theft, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, failure to comply with a court order from yesterday. So I am going to hold you on a $500 bond. Don't go back to the incident location. I'll give you a city public defender, and your next court date will be March 10th at 1:45. And that's it, sir.
Oh, I'm already representing private counsel on other matters. I'm already representing private counsel on all other matters, ma'am.
Good.
Your Honor.
Okay, talk to your lawyer.
Okay, but if you want to give me a PDA,
I did.
that-
I did. So they'll see you next week. Okay. All right.
What is his name, ma'am? The name?
Oh, you're done.
Here.
What's your name, sir?
Luis Ramirez?
All right. You are charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. And those two are from August 17th of last year. And then from September 26th of last year, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, interference with the phone, and domestic violence assault. And Miss Zahn, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you just state your whole name for the record? And you're the victim.
Roxanne Zahn.
Okay. And you have a right to be heard on conditions like no contact, if you object to release, things like that. So did you want to say anything?
No, I don't want him released.
Okay, so you object to release
Yes,
and you don't want any contact, is that correct?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And these are they're older charges. So are you still concerned that he'll have contact with you?
Because there's a baby involved, yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any kind of custody agreement or arrangement?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, and there is a baby involved in one of the incidents too. All right, so thank you, ma'am, and you are welcome to come to court. We have victim advocates there for you to so I would encourage you to come. And the next court date's going to be March 12th at 1:30. And sir, I'm going to give you a public defender. And I am going to hold you on $1,000 bond. If you post it, you need to come March 12th at 1:30 to city court. If you don't post it, we'll see you on video, but your public defender will be out to talk to you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Your conditions of release are no contact with Ms. Zahn, no return to her residence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that means no contact from the jail anywhere, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you will have that bond. If you post it, come to court. Otherwise, we'll see you on video, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, Ms. Zahn. Okay.
Thank you.
That means that we're released. So I would make a call to be getting released.
It's there's just so you're
They're like, okay. Thanks. All right, what's your name, sir? All right, Mr. Woodford, you are charged with domestic violence assault 2 counts, theft, and domestic violence disorderly conduct 2 counts. I am, and this came about a little while ago, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it came back. It's from October 25th of last year. So it was like a stop and arrest, I think. So, right now, I am going to order you not to commit any acts of domestic violence, not to possess any alcohol. You guys, I can't hear myself or the defendant can't hear me, okay? No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, and you need to come back to court April 1st at 1:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest, okay? All right, we'll see you then. Released. What's your name, ma'am? All right, so I've got a 2016 case of criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia and a 2019 case of shoplifting and criminal trespass. And if you want to just plead guilty, I will sentence you to the time you've already served because you've been in there. I'm sure you've been in here before.
I'm guilty.
Okay, you're giving up your right to have a trial and your right to have a lawyer represent you, okay? And I will tell you, here's the thing. I think if you came to court, probably the oldest one, the state might not be able to prove that. And you could, but you got to come to court because otherwise you're just going to keep getting warrants. So it's up to you. If you don't want to come to court, get it over with and plead guilty, you can. But if you say you're going to come to court, you might get some of these dismissed. So I'm going to give you that choice. I'll release you, but you know, if these are old and you haven't been coming, so.
Thank you. I will. I've just been having trouble with my daughters. But I'll be back.
All right. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to come back to court.
Come back to court?
Yes.
All right. But come back to court. Like I said, they're really old, so you're missing an opportunity to maybe get rid of them, okay?
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. So your next court date is in city court on March 27th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And if you don't show up, they'll issue another arraignment and you'll be right back where you are, okay? I mean, another warrant, and you'll be right back where you are, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I saw the public defender was going to sneak right in there, jump in. All right. What is your name, sir?
¿Cómo se llama usted, señor?
Fabián Edgardo Huerta.
All right, Mr. Buelna, you have a assault charge with a warrant from October of 2023.
Muy bien, señor. Usted, señor Walna, tiene un orden de arresto por agresión con fecha de octubre de 2023.
So if I release you, you need to come to court or you're just going to end up with another warrant. You understand?
Y si lo dejo en libertad, usted tiene que acudir a tribunal, si no, se va a emitir otra orden de arresto en su contra.
Está bien. Sí.
That's fine. Yes.
All right, then I am going to release you and you need to come back to Pima County Justice Court on March 31st at 8:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Ok, muchas gracias. Entonces lo voy a dejar en libertad y usted tiene que acudir al Tribunal de la Paz el día 31 de marzo a las 8:30 de la mañana. Y si no, se emitiría orden de arresto en su contra.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Okay.
¿Cómo puede?
Sí.
Yep.
May I leave now?
What's your name, sir?
¿Cómo se llama usted?
Enrique Gutiérrez.
All right, Mr. Gutierrez, you have a new charge of criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia from today.
Muy bien, señor. Usted tiene una imputación nueva de entrada ilícita y posesión de instrumentos para el consumo de droga.
And then many failures to appear in court.
Y luego muchas incomparecencias.
So I'm going to order you not to go back to the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs.
Muy bien, entonces voy a ordenar que usted no vuelva al sitio de los hechos, no puede consumir nada de alcohol ni droga ilícita.
And I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond and appoint the city public defender to represent you.
Y también voy a poner una fianza de $500 y voy a asignar a la defensoría de oficio municipal para representarlo.
And your next court date will be March 7th at 1:45.
Y su próxima audiencia va a ser el día 7 de marzo a la 1:45.
Right, so your lawyer will be out to talk to you before that date.
Entonces, pero antes de esa fecha va a llegar su abogado para hablar con usted.
And that's it, sir.
Y es todo, señor.
All right. Thank you, interpreter.
You bet, Your Honor.
Okay, bye. All right, what's your name, sir?
Tyree Mosley.
Let's see, you are charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, discharging a firearm within city limits, being a prohibited possessor in possession of a firearm, felony criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct with a weapon. And counsel, the state's asking for $100,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. So it looks like Mr. Mosley does not have a failure to appear history, at least in the last 2 years. His last conviction for a felony is from 2020. He's only 26 years old. Your Honor, I talked to Mr. Mosley before court this evening, and he's asked me to ask only for pre-trial services release, so I will not be making an alternate recommendation. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, I find that I don't believe I can trust Mr. Mosley to be out, given the allegations in this. I find that he was fairly dangerous. He had a gun when he was a prohibited possessor of one of the allegations. There were multiple victims. So I am going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Mosley. No contact with any of the victims, no return to the incident locations, possess no firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm gonna hold him on a $100,000 bond and pretrial services if posted. And the preliminary hearing will be March 10th at 1:30. All right. What's your name, sir?
Matthew Priest.
You're charged with arson of an occupied structure. Well, no, of a structure, felony criminal damage and endangerment. And counsel of the state saying there's grounds for a no bond hold of Mr. Priest.
Judge, did you have a chance to review I'm sure you're on review, the probable cause statement? There seems to be barely sufficient evidence. I mean, I think, yes, there was a search warrant that was executed at his place, where few items were found, but the initial statement, Judge, it's just, there seems to be he seems to be the reporting party, and then now he becomes the suspect. So there's no surveillance, there is no independent witnesses informing law enforcement that he was the one who was causing the fire, which is where I kind of lost it.
And you can read the officer's notes in here. The accelerant and the igniting objects were found. Or
maybe I missed that. Let me take a look.
Yeah, so it looked like the officer called and wrote down that he reported the fire. He gave accurate details about what was used to start the fire, and the items he described were located in his apartment pursuant to a search warrant. So.
Yeah. So I missed that. So my apologies. We asked for another table.
Okay. All right. So I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Priest. No contact with the victims, no return to the incident location, and I will hold him without a bond. The bond hearing will be March 5th at 2:30, and the preliminary hearing will be March 10th at 1:30. Okay, so is this Mr. Record? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I have. I have on the citation, I have, it's charged as 2813 83A1 aggravated driving under the influence of the driver's license restriction, which is clearly a felony, and it's got the same attached probable cause statement as the interim complaint, and it's got the same 8-1, and I know there's different subsections, but Mr. Goodman, you feel comfortable dismissing this citation?
Because you're essentially saying it's a misdemeanor citation with the same set of facts, is that right?
Yes, and the fact that you can't write a misdemeanor citation for a felony,
yeah,
I don't believe. So.
I would be comfortable dismissing the misdemeanor citation without prejudice, Judge.
Okay. Okay, that's what you'll do. Okay. All right, so there's one. So what we have then, sir, is one charge of aggravated driving under the influence. And counsel, on that case, the state is asking for a $7,500 bond. And did you want to be heard on that?
Yes, please, Judge. So looks like Mr. Record is being accused of a class 4 felony. He seems to have one failure to appear in the last 2 years. His wife is able to provide some support. She can provide third-party custody and transport. It appears Mr. Record is employed full time. And the last felony conviction seems to be from 2020. So and he is, according to pretrial services report, had that conviction set aside and kept for it. For those reasons, Judge, we are asking you to give Mr. Record one chance on pretrial services release. But if you feel that a bond is appropriate, we ask that it be no more than $2,000. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Given the defendant's history, I know it's a little long, but it still is it's got some DUIs in it. I am going to hold him on a $2,500 bond and release to pretrial if it's posted. Appoint the public defender, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't drive without a valid license, and the preliminary hearing will be March 10th at 1:30.
Ya no va.
And Judge, before we go on the record on this one, I did talk to pretrial services and they informed me that there is no report because the warrant seems to be a post-adjudicated one, although I don't know if it's for a misdemeanor or a felony.
Yeah, I can't, well, it's a dangerous drugs.
Must be felony.
Yeah, full extradition. CT1 drug paraphernalia, possession, use. I don't see a bond amount on it though, so. All right. Oh, wait, here. She says she's not eligible for release on bond because it's post-adjudication. It's a 6th-degree felony drug paraphernalia. So, you have any input on that, anybody? I don't even know if you.
I would imagine it's probably post-adjudication probation violation. I can try to look it up. Do we know what's the county, Judge?
It's Bisbee, so it's what county is that?
Cheese.
Yeah.
I can try to look it up using our statewide management system. If you just give me a second, I don't mind trying to, utilize that for us. Because it'll allow me to access the other counties' file management system.
Okay. On the bottom, it says Nick, no bond. So. So it probably is a probation case.
And I'm just seeing the since I don't have a defendant profile for her in our system, I wouldn't be able to see her nationwide. Okay. But I can, check public access. That would be the last, avenue, because it'll say, if a PTR was filed or not.
Okay. Well,
and I'm already there. Okay, so I got the public access history up right now. I'm just trying to find the specific. Yeah, I found the specific Cochise County case now, Judge. Okay. And yes, it is a petition to revoke probation. I found the on public access. It seems as of February 14th. I don't know if that's when the the official, like how accurate the filing date is, but an entry on February 14th, 2025 says petition revoke probation. And then on the 18th, when the warrant was ordered, and the same entry on the 18th says warrant issued. So it is a probation violation.
Okay. And that's when this warrant was signed. So it is that. So I think what I'm gonna do is hold Miss Villanueva on $1,000 bond, and that way, you post it, you gotta show up and, Bisbee. If you don't post it, then they have to come get you, and we're gonna review it in a month to make sure that they came to get you, okay, ma'am? It's a probation revocation, so I gotta hold you. And then, what to do with this little South Tucson case? Hey, your South Tucson case is a shoplift. Counsel, I'm tempted to just let her out and give her a court date of March 18th, and I'll show that she has an out-of-county hold, and that way they can pick her up, and we won't be holding her on her misdemeanors. And then you're gonna have to come back, ma'am, and take care of this, because you have a city court case too, and I'll let you out on those, but because I want them to come pick you up sooner rather than later, but then you need to come back to court. March 18th at 10 o'clock on your shoplifting case in South Tucson. And then March 27th at 2 o'clock on your new criminal trespass case in city court. And don't go back to the incident location.
Okay.
Okay? So. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good evening. Thanks, Peter.
Judge. Have a good night, Samia.